Today, I'm on Evergreen Reservoir with my camera person, my wife Eileen. This is one of our favorite little ponds here in eastern Washington for smallmouth and largemouth bass. We've had some great days down here. I'll never forget one 4th of July. We dropped down here from Leavenworth and we caught more big largemouth bass in a day than we ever have before. And she was particularly proud because she caught one even bigger than mine. And so we just dropped in the water here. We're going to work our favorite shoreline toward the launch at the north end, or actually the west end, and see if we can find a hungry largemouth or smallmouth bass. Good. Oh yeah. This is what we came here for. Look at that baby. Second cast. Woohoo! We might have some fun today. Bye-bye. Oh, man. We could have some fun today, my goodness. That's a nice largemouth, and best one I've caught this season. And we just got started. This new boat I got this year from Valley Marine in Yakima, the Lund 1800 Sport Angler, came equipped with the new Minn Kota iPilot, and I just can't say enough about this advancement in electric motors. The features that I'm used to with the co-pilot in terms of having remote control for speed and direction and all that, this one goes way beyond that. I'm able to record up to 3 tracks of 2 miles with this motor. It'll memorize them. And also it has a great anchor mode that allows me to just stop in one place and really work a point when I'm bass fishing. It's just got, you really have to read up on these and decide if it's the one for you. I didn't think I'd be using all the features that I have on this boat because I'm not exactly a technical wizard. They're very simple. I use them all, and I tell you what, this is a great investment if you're an active angler. Oh, there's another one. A little smaller largemouth, very nice. That's okay. Where the little ones are, the big ones are going to be there too. So far, this is great. Today I'm starting off with this Gary Yamamoto Senko bait in the pearl blue. This was introduced to me some years ago by a good friend, Joe Arballo. And largemouth, smallmouth, they all love it down here, and it works pretty much year-round.
This is Dave Graybill, the Fishin Magician, and when I fish the Upper Columbia and the Madhow Rivers for steelhead, I stay at the Lake Pateros Inn. I can tie my boat right up out front and be minutes from the action. The famous Miller Hole on the Madhow is less than 2 miles away. The rooms are comfortable and surprisingly affordable, and I'll be making the Lake Pateros Inn my base camp. To learn how to book your room at the Lake Pateros Inn, log on to lakepaterosmotorin.com or call 866-444-1985.
Boating is something the whole family can enjoy, and it's surprising how affordable a new boat can be from Bob File Boats and Motors. Stop in today and take a look at the largest selection of boats in North Central Washington, including top names, Bayliner and Tahoe. Bob File Boats and Motors can help you find that boat that fits your needs. And whether it's for fishing or just a ride on the water, you can be sure your new boat will provide hours of fun for years to come. Visit the boating experts today. Bob File Boats and Motors on the Sunset Highway in East Wenatchee, the place to buy a boat.
Evergreen is primarily known as it's a warm water species lake. There are times when there's some fairly decent sized perch in Evergreen, largemouth, smallmouth bass, of course. There are walleye, and there are times when it can be a very good walleye fishery as well. And there are tiger muskie in here, and I actually hooked one once, and my wife was able to net it. 34 inches long, and I caught it while trolling for walleye with a plug, and it just happened to grab the back end of the plug, so it wasn't anywhere near the line, because as you've probably heard, they've got sharp teeth and they'll cut a monofilament line just like that. Shoot, I missed him. That was a nice little hit there. He grabbed it. Not enough of it, though. This particular stretch of Evergreen has some nice big rock submerged off the shoreline. Seems like these largemouth like to hang in around those. The opposite shore from here has steep, very steep rocky drop-offs, and that's where the smallmouth, you can really catch the smallmouth casting these Senkos off of those steep faces. And shale slides are very good. My original plan for today was get caught up in a lot of the writing I've got to do. When I saw the weather forecast, I was itching to get down here to Evergreen Reservoir. This morning, the first thing that popped up on my website was a note from someone that said, Evergreen is going. 2 and 3 pound fish, lots of them. That did it. I packed the boat, and here we are. Wind has picked up a bit. There's white caps out on the main lake right now. There's one protected bay here where at the east end where the launch is. We tucked in here, and we'll make some casts in here out of that breeze for a while. Hey! What do you know? Not big, but nice little smallmouth came to play. Great.
No one is happy about having to repair a vehicle after an accident. However, I was very happy when I chose First Choice Collision Center when I needed this service. I can't say enough about how they treated me. Fast and friendly just doesn't say enough. They have amazing technology to make a damaged vehicle look like new. At First Choice Collision Center, you can expect modern service with old-fashioned values. That was my experience, and I'm sure it will be yours too.
No matter where anglers are heading, whether it's Banks Lake, Lake Roosevelt, or Rufus Woods Reservoir, they all make the same stop. That's at Big Wally's in Coulee City. Here they find everything they need for a successful day on the water: fuel, ice, a tackle shop, and people who know what they're selling behind the counter, state and tribal licenses, even a hot breakfast or lunch. When you're on the go, don't forget to stop at Big Wally's and visit their website at bigwallysfishing.com.
Hooked on Toys!
Hordes of anglers head for our area lakes as they open to fishing in the spring, but before they head for their favorite lake, they stop at Hooked on Toys in Wenatchee. Hooked on Toys is the biggest tackle store in eastern Washington, and they have everything an angler could need for a successful day on the water. You'll find the biggest selection at the best prices for all your angling needs. Located at 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue or online at hookedontoys.com.
Hooked on Toys!
Your town Ford is kicking off the season with the best deals of the year. It's the Built Ford Tough Truck event. Great power and amazing fuel economy means no compromises. And that's what you get in a truck built Ford Tough, like the Ford F-150 with a powerful and efficient EcoBoost engine. The power you want and the economy you need. Or Ford Super Duty with its amazing 6.7-liter Power Stroke turbo diesel. If you're looking for power, payload, towing economy, your town Ford's got the truck for you. Head to your town Ford in East Wenatchee.
Oh, darn. Oh, man. Well, that's exciting. There's some fish in here. We'll go back and get those guys. Those were big smallmouth. Oh! I saw him coming. Well, we might be busy in here. Not a bad place to hide out of the wind. Catch a few fish. I checked my direction and I looked back up and I noticed that my Senko was swimming across the inside of that little bay. I don't think it was very big because when I tightened down on it, it just let go. Well, there's a few other boats on the water here in Evergreen today, but that's one of the nice things about this reservoir. It's never very crowded, and when you hit it right, oh, fishing's great. Oh man, this is a day. Look at that guy. Woo! Frisky, tough. Nice. Decided to change some colors around on the Senko. We've tried some different things, and I just recently got 2 hits now on this purple flake with the neon tip. This blue has been good here before, and the June bug color also has been a good one at Evergreen.
The goal of battery systems is to provide the best products combined with the most efficient service at competitive prices. I've found their people live up to this, so don't buy anything without talking to them. You should make their batteries and accessories your choice to power your vehicles and boats. This is Dave Graybill, and I choose battery systems to keep me running onshore and on the water. To find a battery systems product expert in a location near you, log on to batterysystems.net.
When you're fishing in Banks Lake, Lake Roosevelt, even Rufus Woods, the place to stay is at Cooley Playland in Electric City. They have camping and RV hookups right on the water. There's a launch with fuel and one of the best tackle shops in the area. You can get your state and tribal fishing licenses right there. Cooley Playland has been the friendly place to stay for fishermen for decades, and if you haven't camped there yet, you'll learn why. Call for reservations at 509-633-2657. Be sure to visit their website at cooleyplayland.com.
The Evinrude E-Tech. It's a dream come true.
For E-Tech engine sales and service and repair of all boats and motors, call Lyle's Boats and Motors in Kashmir. 663-5191.
Honey, you are not going to believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are going to flip.
Yeah, they're going to be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Hi. You know, I drive almost 20,000 miles a year just here in Central Washington. And I do that because I'm looking for the best fishing opportunities throughout the region. I visit many of the well-known and very popular fishing waters in our region, but I also like to explore and find new ones. There's nothing I enjoy more than discovering great new fisheries and sharing them with you, the viewer. Now, I have a lot of tools at my disposal when I do that. I've got a lot of fishing gear along, I've got a great Lund boat, but just as important as those tools are some of them that I'm going to share with you right now. The first one would be a good old Washington State driving map. A lot of times I'm going into areas that I'm very unfamiliar with, and this map will point me in the right direction, give me the best major routes to get me to that destination without wasting a lot of time. Now the next step is having a copy of the Washington Atlas and Gazetteer in my vehicle. I actually own 3 of these and refer to them at home, at my office, and the one that I carry in my vehicle is just about worn out. It's dog-eared and coffee-stained. But what you'll find here is the state broken down into very close regions, and then you'll find a lot more detail on the routes, some of the very unimproved roads you may be traveling on. It also will give you some indication of campgrounds and boat launches at the different lakes throughout our region and the rivers as well. This Gazetteer I've always used and have found it an extremely valuable tool when I'm exploring Central Washington. Another very important thing that I've found to have in my library is this Washington fishing guide that was compiled by a good friend of mine, Terry Rudnick. We worked together years ago at Fishing and Hunting News, and Terry has done an outstanding job of listing lakes, rivers, streams. There's over 1,000 of them listed in this book, and he does a very good job in Central Washington. What you'll find in this book are a lot of details on how to get to whatever lake or river you're looking for, but it also will give you lots of details on facilities in the area. It will also provide you with information about the species available, how to catch them, and the best times of year to fish that particular water. Another thing that you should never leave home without is your fishing regulations. You want to be sure that the lake or stream you're going to visit is actually open to fishing, or if it has any particular special regulations like a selective fishery or a slot limit. You'll find those right here. I even carry a copy of the Colville Tribal non-member sport fishing regulations. If you ever fish any of the many fine waters on the Colville Reservation, you'll need to have one of these along. It's a great reference and guide. So use these tools as much as you use your fishing gear, and you're going to have a lot more successful fishing adventures. Well, some clouds have rolled in. The breeze is getting stiff, so I think we're going to call it a day at Evergreen Reservoir. But this was a great one. Nice hot summer day. The fishing started off red hot, and we had a blast here catching both largemouth and smallmouth bass on Evergreen Reservoir.